My name is Victoria Folbeck. I'm the VP of Procurement of Zuellig Pharma. The digital transformation I'm seeing in APAC is actually digitalization of the whole process. Because of COVID, we're seeing quite a lot of people actually embracing digitalization, from e-signatures to purchase to pay processes, but also doing real innovative technologies such as RPAs, chatbots, and as we talked before, blockchain. The company is undergoing major changes within its strategy. It's really looking at the major pillars of technology: big data, 3D printing. It looks at blockchain, RPA, virtual reality. And as sourcing and procurement, we also need to be in step with the company. So whenever the company transforms its strategic direction strategy, we need to be there as an enabling function to support that. I think the challenges that we have within AI and data-driven analytics is, as usual, the quality and the accuracy and the completeness of data. If you don't have the right data in, whatever you envisage and whatever you report is not accurate. So you have to get the data right at the source. And if the data is not right, you then need to take the artificial intelligence to enrich it. Now, the AI and machine learning is still learning. We have some use cases where it works very well and some use cases where we're struggling a little bit. The use case where it works very well is I work with a company that actually scans the internet for reputational good and bad signs of my suppliers, and they use artificial intelligence. And so what they might pick up is good news or scandals from that supplier. They might have some false positives, but I'd rather they give me these false positives than they don't give me any data at all. So in this use case, it works very well. But for example, now I need to use artificial intelligence and machine learning to extract very complex clauses from my contracts. Now there, I haven't yet found a solution that would work and meet my requirements, because the AI needs to learn and understand my use cases. So there I see that there's still room to improve the technology. I think that we are still on a journey. We started implementing source-to-pay systems back in 2016, and we actually are very proud to say that in all major markets in Asia that we're in, we have now a source-to-pay platform. However, the source-to-pay needs also are changing. Before, at the beginning of the year, you could have an agreement with a cost center owner on what they needed to buy and make sure it's in a catalog. Now, the needs are so much changing that you have to react and be much more agile in terms of the products you offer, but also the needs and the blockages of the different products. So therefore, the systems, the source-to-pay systems, need also to be able to be more flexible than they are now. So APIs play a very, very big role. Is the system closed, or is it open to APIs? Marketplace aggregators is something very exciting and new. And I would say that the change management and adaptability of source-to-pay technology is always a journey. It never stands still. You can never say, I've done the transformation and I'm happy sitting back now. It's a constant change. I think it's a balance. And if you think about the reports of what technology holds for us and what the future holds in skill sets, we are going to more and more streamline and automate the manual, which is quite exciting for, I think, us as people within the employee pool, because we're asked to learn more about technologies and how to use them, but also we need to develop much more of the softer skills. So there's always going to be an element of automation of the standard and actually applying manual activity. I am hoping not repetitive, but more thinking in order to get the task done. So people are going to migrate, the tasks are going to migrate from execution of task-focused activities to much more planning, thinking, analysis, change management, negotiation, and more empathy skills. The systems have to become much more agile. Gone are the days where you can buy an end-to-end source-to-pay system and then believe that it will meet even 90% of your requirements. If we do business changes, so do we need the systems to be adaptable. And a good example of that is COVID, because when we had the PPE challenges, on the personal protective equipment, we couldn't basically find masks. Nobody was using the systems and doing tenders. We would pick up the phone or Google an email and try to find a supplier from anywhere in the world that could supply us these masks or this protective equipment. So, and the systems couldn't keep pace with that kind of agility and transformation. So certainly, COVID has taught us a lot about the need for the source-to-pay systems to embrace much more collaboration, much more low coding. So I don't have to go to a system implementation partner to ask them to build enhancements for me, or even my IT team. I want my team to be able to enhance the system for myself, for my user needs. And this is where I think the systems should be going. Sustainability is a big topic in Zuellig that is well recognized up to the board. We have GRI reporting. We also have very clear roles and responsibilities of how ESG is going to be executed within the company. For procurement itself, since 2018, we have a very strong procurement policy. We have a code of conduct. We have a very clear program of work that we need to do in order to bring on the transparency that is required in ESG, but also work collaboratively with the suppliers to get them on board on ESG, because of course the suppliers are very hesitant sometimes to do the activities, thinking it'll add complexity and cost to their processes. So there's a lot of training that we need to do in order to get the suppliers on board for ESG. I'm very excited to be part of the panel that talks about how procurement could become digital native and embrace new technologies. But also, I'm really excited to be able to network, see me out here, making new contacts and refreshing the relationship with the old peers, understanding where the market is going, and having a really good, fun learning time. The fact that we're finally live and we're able to meet face-to-face is a huge advantage and welcome and a welcoming change post the pandemic. The topics are also very on the spot and address the challenges that procurement leadership, but also company executive leadership are grappling with today, be it the embracing of new technologies or how to forward the ESG targets. Very, very much enjoying the topics and the face-to-face interaction.